I love when companies reach out to me and they want me to test out their products. And I especially love it when these companies fall into what I might call the smaller market but larger passion companies. And that's what we got right here. A company named Sharge has reached out to me and said, hey, we think we've got the best MagSafe charger on the market. We saw that you tested out some of the other ones. We want you to test out ours. So that's what we got here. We've got the ICEMAG and the ICEMAG 2, both coming to me from this company called Sharge. And I've heard of this company before. I see them advertise on social media, and it's time to find out if their product is as awesome as they say it is. So let's get to it. Hey everybody, it's Chris from Family Geekery, and today we're going to be testing out these two products here from Sharge, this ICEMAG and the ICEMAG 2. Now they're going to be very similar products, very similar specs. The ICEMAG 2 is the newer and the more powerful one. So as I test them out, I will let you know about the key differences between the two, but other than that, there's going to be a lot of similarities. Now on this channel, I've tested out a lot of these MagSafe chargers, and I always compare them up against, the de facto Apple brand one, but I've tested out products from EcoFlow, which is more known for their solar generators, and I've tested out Anker, which is known for everything power related. But I'm really excited to get into these because they are the only MagSafe wireless chargers with active cooling, and that's what makes this ICEMAG so cool. Sorry about that. But I have noticed as I've used these type of things on my phone before, they do get warm, so I can see the need for active cooling. And we're going to test that out, see how it works. So let's take a quick rundown of the boxes here and see as much of the specs as we can from the products themselves to kind of compare the two. Like I said, we've got the ICEMAG here. It is 10,000 milliamp hours and it's got 20 watts max. If we look at just the front cover here, this is also 10,000 milliamp hours and 30 watts max. So this is a Qi 2 30 watt capable charger. So if you have one of the newer phones that takes advantage of that, then that's obviously the way to go. But the 20 watts is still pretty good. It's probably a 15 watt Qi charger. Let's see what else we've got on here. Got a bunch of specs written down here. We got the USB-C input. We've got the battery capacity there listed as 10,000 milliamp hours or 37 watt hours. To charge this thing up, you've got a USB-C input, which gets up to 18 watts max. Using that USB-C as an output, you can get up, looks like 12 volts at 1.76 amps or probably 18 watts. The wireless output on this is going to be 5 watts and 7.5 watts. And the total output is 5 volts at 3 amps or that 15 watts. So let's see if the ICEMAG 2 has a similar label on the back. And yes, they do. So we're looking at, again, a capacity of 36 watt hours, it says on this one. We've got a USB-C input of 30 watts max, so 20 volts at 1.5 amps. We've got an output on that USB-C of also 30 watts max, so that's pretty nice. And the wireless is 5 watts, 7.5 watts, and 15 watts. So this is where you get that Qi 2 15 watt magnetic charging as opposed to the 7.5 watt. So basically the biggest differences are going to be the faster charging wireless, and then also that USB-C port is going to be faster charging in and faster charging out by almost about 2 times. You're looking at 30 watts versus 18 watts. So let's get these boxes open and actually take a look at the product itself and see how this little fan thing works. Alright, so in each box, of course, was the product itself, and then it came with a little charging cable, and I believe this will work for charging the device itself and then charging out of the device into a phone or another device. And then it came, of course, with an instruction manual. So on the left here, we've got the ICEMAG. On the right, we've got the ICEMAG 2. And I had some numbers wrong. I had some math wrong before. The reason why it says output 20 watts max, that is that output of this USB-C. So that 12 volts at 1.66. My quick math was wrong. I thought that was 18, but that is, in fact, 20 watts. So we got a 20 watt output of the USB-C port here and a 30 watt on this one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get these things charged up a little bit more. They came charged about probably 75% or so, but I want to test the charging speed. So I'm going to use my Anker desktop charger here, and I'm going to use a little bit longer cable instead of the short one just to keep everything clean on the camera. So let's start off with the ICEMAG here. Let's just give it a little bit of juice. And we'll be able to see right on here how many watts it's pulling in. And it jumped right up to 18.8 watts. So it's taken 18 watts in here. Of course, we got a little charging indicator on the right there. And it looks like it's going to be your standard 4 bars, 25, 50, 75, 100. So that's pretty cool. And as we're letting that charge up a little bit, I'll talk about the build quality. This build quality is really nice. It's obviously a very nice looking device. I like the little see-through window here where you can see that fan, and we'll see that fan turn on once we get this attached wirelessly to something. And we've got a power button on the side here, and this power button lets us check the battery output, and then also if we hold it for 3 seconds, it'll put it into a low current mode, which if you're going to be using this for charging something with a lot smaller draw, like headphones or maybe an Apple Watch or something, when it hits a certain threshold of power output, it's going to go to sleep after 30 seconds. So if you put it into that low power mode, it won't do that. It will let you continue to have a slow charge coming out of here without turning itself off. And we've got the same functionality over here, same button. It's just on the bottom on this one. Push it one time, and we've got the standard lights there on the front. And then hold it for 3 seconds. And on this one, it shows you it's in a low power mode by having these lights go in a sequence like that. Now to get it back out of that low power mode, you just hold that button in for 3 seconds again, and it goes back to normal mode. So let's go ahead and swap this cable over and plug it in here. Now this one is supposed to be a little bit faster charging. And it's actually got the little fan going and some RGB lights glowing. And we've got, looks like about 24 watts or so coming out of the Anker desktop charger. Now it's supposed to be able to charge up to 30 watts, I believe. But still, the 20 watts that it's doing right now is plenty fast. But yeah, look at that little fan spinning. It is quiet. It's not super loud or anything. You have to really listen for it. And it's got a neat little RGB light glowing in there. Now I think the next thing we should do is go ahead and slap these onto a phone. But before I do that, I'm going to point out one more difference on the ICEMAG 2 that I didn't remember. And that is this one has a stand. So it's got a little kickstand that comes out. Now obviously with my big old cable down at the bottom here, it's not going to work well. But once we slap this onto the back of a phone, you'll be able to actually stand that up and have it charging and standing up in front of you. Maybe if you're watching a movie or something. So that's a nifty little addition that really didn't take up any more space, and it just gives a nice little touch. Now I know the question will come up, and that question is always, will this thing do pass-through charging? So can you have this charging from the wall to charge up the battery and also have this charging your phone at the same time wirelessly? And the answer is yes. So let's go ahead and test that out right now. I'll grab my phone, and we are charging up the battery. Slap this onto here, and that's a nice strong connection, and it does show that it is charging. So very good. Let's go ahead and unplug the cable now and test out this stand. Yeah, that's pretty nifty. It's definitely sturdy enough. This is a iPhone 14 Pro, so it's a pretty decent size phone, and it seems very sturdy. And this is as far as it'll go out, so it won't accidentally, slide out from underneath you. And it'll actually sit up more. And it looks like it's stiff enough that it won't, start creeping itself out without you actually pushing it. But yeah, that's a pretty nice little feature there. And now that I do have this hooked up here, the fan is still going. We've got a little indicator here which shows that it is wirelessly charging. And then it maintains the battery level also. And we got the little glow and the little fan going. And I guess that's probably the air input there to bring in some clean air and keep this thing cool. So I'm going to go ahead and let that thing charge up. We are at 62% right now. So let me go ahead and let that charge up a little bit. And I'm going to come back and see what the temperature is like. Alright, so this has been charging here for probably 20 minutes or so. We're up to 84%, and everything is, as expected, to be cool to the touch. Even when I take the phone off and feel the surface here, it is warm, but it's not like really hot like I sometimes feel, some of the other chargers warm up to. Now this phone is not capable of the 15 watts of charging, so it's probably charging at that 7.5 watts. So that active cooling will probably be a lot more important if you're charging at 15 watts. But in any case, just comparing it up against some of the other devices I've used, it is definitely cooler. So let's just go ahead and take this guy off and throw this one on. And again, a nice strong attachment. We got the same little RGB colors going on in there. So yeah, very nice. So if you are in the market for a wireless charger and you want something different than the norm, you want something that's going to stay a little bit cooler while it's charging, then go ahead and check these out. Now the newest version, this ICEMAG 2 with the Qi 2, I'll leave some links to that on the website, but I'm also going to mention that this ICEMAG 1 is reduced in price on sale, obviously because the new one's coming out, and it is right now an incredible deal. So go ahead and check that out also. But I want to thank Sharge again for sending me these ICEMAGs to test out. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. We'll have links to everything also down in the description. But I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, I appreciate a thumbs up. That helps out the channel. Go ahead and check out the rest of the channel for lots of other reviews on geeky stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. I thank you as always for watching. And until next time, peace out and geek out.